Drivin Ivan here, and behind me is the car that really changed the world. It, of course, is an electric vehicle, and it's a Tesla. Not a brand new Tesla. This one, 2018 75D Model S, entry level. And I'm going to talk about it and how it's really changed the whole world. And I'm going to talk about what electric vehicles are really doing for the world. And I'm going to talk about the current state of electric vehicles, and I'm going to talk about the future of electric vehicles, all while reviewing this Tesla Model S. So, will I be impressed? Let's find out. Well, I am certainly impressed with the shape. Very clean lines, and really instantly recognizable as a Tesla these days. Four-door hatchback, and really everything you need to fit your whole family and luggage and everything you need basically from a car. A great utilitarian shape, but also modern. The aggressive kind of bird-like or animal-like front end, alloy wheels, and just kind of a basic simplicity to its shape, but still instantly recognizable as a Tesla from the rear or from the front. In fact, a guy driving by in a air conditioning truck just said he'll take it. He thought I was shooting pictures to sell it. So that's pretty funny. A lot of people know what these Teslas are, and they want them. They're iconic. Yes, I think the shape is iconic. I think the fact that there's no real grille up front letting you know it's an electric vehicle is iconic. Not exactly like a Porsche 911 or a BMW M car. Not exactly that same way, but yes. The Tesla Model S is certainly iconic, and I do like the shape. And I like the way that it opens up for you. Opens up the mirror. Lets you hop on in. Now this one has the seat covers. Why is that? Well, I'll tell you. Because the white seats, which look really oh so excellent. My friend has a kid. Great car for a kid, very safe. And of course, if you're wearing jeans or something, well, you're going to stain the seats. I'm a big fan of white leather. I have it in my Porsche 1982 Targa 911. Check that one out. And I bought the cheapest Porsche 911. And also my 1988 BMW 635 CSI Shark Nose, very custom. That has white leather. And man, I just love white leather seats. So I'm a big fan. But yeah, for day-to-day use, sometimes you might want to cover them up just to keep them safe from stains from your jeans and things like that. So that's something you might have to think of if you have the white interior. But so what? Such a cool look. Now notice it turns the air conditioning on right away when you step in, and it's ready for you to start it up. And notice your huge infotainment screen right in the middle, and you can just go ahead into the menu controls, and look, you can control everything. Every seat is heated and cooled. You can find a close charging station. You can do all sorts of things, and that's what's so amazing about this car. It just is very technologically savvy. There's actually a $1,000 upgrade that the owner of this one wants to do because it's going to improve some self-driving. Make that a little more advanced, and just the overall system a little less buggy. So $1,000 for a software upgrade is not bad at all, I would say. No issues there. And just look at it. Nice looking interior, very stylish. Sunroof. This is one of the rare ones that has the sunroof. They actually got rid of that. So this one's pretty desirable for that. Again, I'm talking about the used car market because this car is now 4 years old. It's got the carbon fiber accents also optional. So it's got some cool stuff going on here, and even has, don't worry, it does have self-driving and lane keep assist. You can control all that right here. Scroll through the screens right here. But technologically, everything that you need is just right here on the screen. And one of the great things about owning a Tesla, of course, is that you can control it with your phone. A lot of tech geeks own these things, and they love this sort of thing. You can unlock it, you can open the trunk, you can even summon it and bring it to you. And that's just, you know, absolutely amazing. This is a car that is for the tech savvy And it's got a lot of bells and whistles that you can control right in an app, right from your phone. Amazing. But how do you start it? Well, once you're in the car, all you gotta do is just put your foot on the brake there, and look, it's ready to drive, as long as you have the key, of course, telling you the speed limit and telling you to put on your seatbelt. So of course, I'll do that. But first, I'll talk about the specs. So this one, the 75D, has dual 193 kilowatt hour batteries at 6,100 RPMs, driving the front and rear wheels. 243 pound-feet of torque. A lot of torque, because you just multiply it basically. 1-speed automatic transmission. 0 to 60, 4.2 seconds with 140 mile an hour top speed. Range, 259 miles. But it weighs 4,468 pounds. That's a bit on the heavy side. Range, 259 miles. And just over 58 cubic feet of storage with the seats folded down and back. And you do have also a bit of hidden storage underneath here. So that's really nice. Opening up the frunk, and well, not much there, of course, because the batteries are in the middle of the car. But there you go. Storage up front too, front and rear, a la Porsche Boxster. Check out my Porsche Boxster review elsewhere on YouTube. Or just search Drivin Ivan in any car. Now, when the Model S was new, they ranged in price from $76K to $133K, with $94K in the middle for the 100D model. Of course, this is the 75D. And then you had the top of the line model, the P100D as well. That was the one that was $133,000. So for all the car guys out there that say, electric cars are boring and they're not fast, well, the 0 to 60 time of this one is similar to my Maserati Spider. 4.2 seconds. Except, unlike my Maserati with the Fab Speed exhaust, this one is eerily quiet. Yeah, it's very, very fast. I remember when I reviewed the 2.5 Roadster, the convertible based on the Lotus Elise, that they called it the Millennium Falcon. It was actually a gray car. You can check out that review elsewhere. Also, I reviewed the Model 3, but this one is the king of the road for Tesla. It is their luxury sedan, similar to other mid-size sedans out there on the market, but it is plenty quick. And of course, if you get it in the insane mode with the top of the line, the $133,000 Tesla, well, you're faster than just about anything out on the road. So the technology is absolutely amazing. And also, the comfort is amazing too. Basically, you have air suspension all around, like my Jaguar XJR. Check out that video. I bought the cheapest Jaguar elsewhere on YouTube also. But I also have a Citroen, which has the hydro-pneumatic suspension, and that'll raise and lower the car just like this one will. And it is comfortable. It's a luxurious comfort. And most of all, what you notice is the quiet. But steering wheel feels great in your hand. Everything is really easy to control once you get used to the kind of quirky transmission. I say quirky, but it's really like everything else out there nowadays. And when you put it in reverse, well, you have that huge screen with views all around, so that's really nice for safety. But yeah, the stalk takes just a hair bit of getting used to, kind of like the Prius or the 7 Series BMW or lots of other cars out there right now. But in terms of charging the Tesla, well, that's pretty easy. If you're at a supercharger, just 38 minutes, and there's one just a couple of miles from here should I need to charge. But that's pretty good. And then if you're charging it at home with your dryer style hookup, well, you're looking at about 8 hours, I would say, to get it done. And that's nice. Get it home and charge it overnight, and then you can go anywhere you need to go or want to go. So that's great. It is very livable. I don't know about actually being able to drive across country and things like that. The infrastructure still, to me, is not ready for prime time with these cars. Now, a lot of the bureaucrats out there, well, they want everybody to be driving electric cars, even within 10, 12 years from now. And to me, I'm a car guy. I love the technology in this car. I've reviewed a lot of electric cars, the BMW i3, Mitsubishi i, Kia, all sorts of different electric cars. But yeah, unfortunately, in many ways, they're not ready for prime time. Let's just talk about price. Well, a used example of this car, the lowest one I found was $46,000, and your average person, they can't afford $46,000. Even if they go for an old Nissan Leaf, you're looking at a driving range of 80 miles, and that's when it was new. So I don't think they're at the level of practicality that we need them at. They're still, unfortunately to me, toys for the rich, because again, you know, $80,000, $90,000, $70,000 to start, that's too much money for your average American, unfortunately. I certainly see the days in the future when that's not going to be the case and the infrastructure is being built. But let's just take your inner city and any building that you know where, let's say 400, 500 people live in that building. If just 10% of those people, 40 people have an electric car, where are they going to charge their cars at night? We're just not there yet, unfortunately. And these are toys for the rich. They're great. People aspire to them. I told you that guy in the HVAC truck drove by earlier and he wanted it. He liked it. They're desirable vehicles. They absolutely are. And they're excellent at what they do. So, you know, I don't fault the technology at all. I just think the practicality and the affordability is not there. People that I know that own these, they're all successful people. And hey, that's great. I know people with multiple Teslas, Model X, Model Y, Model S, they've got them all. The fastest ones, the Plaid. I know people that have every single one of them. And I know people that modify them. And they're great vehicles. But again, you need to have a lot of money to drive one of these. And I just, every time I'm in one and I'm actually reviewing it, I get that range anxiety. Oh my God, am I going to run out of charge? And it's stressful. It is stressful. And so pushing the agenda of electric cars, I just think we're not quite there yet. Improve the infrastructure, improve the battery technology, and also, you know, there's a lot of carbon that's burnt to produce these cars still. And they're also killing rainforests in Asia and Australia. Yes, they are. Look into it. These are the actual facts. I know that everybody wants to be idealistic about this. And again, I love the technology, but I'm also a realist. And I think that even as a car lover, they're great cars, but still, you know, I like sports cars. And you can line this up, like I said, with my Maserati or the Plaid with anything out there. The fastest cars of the day, McLaren, Lamborghini, Bugatti. They can keep pace. But what they can't do, that my 60 horsepower 1967 MG Midget or 66 Austin Healey Sprite can do, is you can have fun with them. You can get them loose at 25, 35 miles an hour. You know, you feel like you're going 100 when you're actually going 35. This Tesla Model S, to really get on the edge of its handling ability, you got to be going a lot faster. And the problem is, my Austin Healey and the Sprite, they weigh 1,200 pounds. They're light vehicles, and light vehicles handle better, and they're just more fun to drive. This is a lot of weight in this vehicle, and it has to be. The battery technology is still heavy, and that's just the way it is. So, sports car guys like me, I have a Lotus, and I have a Lancia Delta Integrale. I've got a lot of cool cars. Porsche 911, 2 of them. I really do love sports cars, and I respect the speed, and I respect the safety, the adaptive cruise control, the lane keep assist in this. I think it's great. Even though I have all of these fast cars, and I really do love sports cars, I'm someone that's been driving a Prius for well over a decade as my main car. I see the value in saving the environment. I see that, and I've been doing it since 2009 when I got my first Prius. Even though I like to drive fast cars, well, I also like to save the environment, and I do think about our future and those sort of things. But in terms of this Tesla Model S, I don't think we're quite there yet for everybody to have an electric car, even though I think this is a fabulous vehicle. So there you have it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Instagram, The Real Drivin Ivan, on TikTok, and just search for any car on YouTube and Drivin Ivan and you'll find it. EV, if you want to check out my reviews of all the EVs, any car I mentioned in this, check those out too. Check out my literal video for Chris Isaac's Wicked Game. I just recorded Hotel California, playing all the instruments. That's a cool video. Check that one out too. And have you smashed that like button and subscribe for me? Please do that. And also check out my literal video for Chris Isaac's Wicked Game and my disc golf videos. A great game you should be playing with your whole family. Thanks for watching. I'm Drivin Ivan.